Now we will move on to 11th question. So 11th question is what? Divides rupees 760 among A, B and C such that A gets 5 by 6 of what B gets, and the ratio between the shares of B and C is 3:4. So here ratio, what is total money? Total money that has to be divided is rupees 760. Right? Now he has given B ratio C. B ratio C is equal to 3:4. From here we will assume shares of B and C. Right? Therefore let B's share equal to 3x, let C's share equal to 4x. Right? Now therefore from here A's share will be determined. You will find out A's share. So A's share is A gets 5 by 6 of what B gets. Right? What B gets, we have found out here is 3x. So the A's share is 3x multiplied by 5 upon 6. Right? 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6, x upon 5x upon 2. So now therefore A ratio B ratio C has become A share is 5x upon 2. 5x, sorry, I will write it there so that you can easily understand. A ratio B ratio C. Therefore, A ratio B ratio C. A share we have find out 5x upon 2. B share we have find out 3x, and C share is 4x. Right? So this is carrying denominator 2. They are not having any denominator. We can put 1 here. Then we will cross multiply this 2 with both sides. So here this will become 5x ratio 3 2 ja 6 ratio 2 4 ja 8x. Right? So x can be cancelled. It is in all the three. So therefore A ratio B ratio C has become, now our final ratio is 5:6:8. Now from this we can find out their shares. Okay? Therefore sum of ratio terms has become 5 plus 6 plus 8, 8 6 14 plus 5 90. Right? Therefore A's share will become, A's share ratio is 5. We will take 5 here. Ratio terms 19, and total money that has to be divided is 760. Multiplied 760, 19 1 ja 19, 19 4 ja 76. So this has become rupees 5 4 ja 20 0 here. Right? Now B's share, so B's ratio is 6 upon 19 multiplied 760. 19 1 ja 19, 4 ja, so this has become rupees 6 4 ja 24, 240. C is here. Remaining is 8. 8 upon 19 multiplied 760. 19 4. So 8 4 32. Right, their sum will be 760. All of three sum will be 3 to 5 to 7 plus 40 plus 20 60. So right students, this was question number 11. Now we will move on to question number 12. So what is question number 12 is the boys and girls in a school are in the ratio 5:3. Right? Now in the ratio 8:3, if the number of girls is 405, how many boys are there in the school? Right? So now we will write it as here, number of girls is given 405, ratio of boys and girls is 8:3. Now we have to find out how many students are there in the school. So let number of boys equal to 8x and let number of girls is equal to 3x. Right? Therefore, so number of girls is already here. Now can we find out number of boys from this? So students, if let me explain some shortcut here. Number of girls we have given assume 3x. 3x is equal to 405. So total, therefore total students are 8x plus 3x equal to 11x. Right? So therefore 11x is equal to 405 upon 3x multiplied 11x. Cut 3 13 6. So 11 5 ja 55, 11 ja 33 plus 5 38, 11 1 ja 11 plus 3 14. 1485 are number of total students. So this was only a shortcut that we use in the competitive examinations. But you have to do it in detail, so we will do the same in detail here. Right? Number of or you can do it without going into X, right? So that we will go with the X. Total number of students is 11x. Therefore, number of girls is 405. We have to find out total students. We have to, how many boys are there? We have to find out the number of boys, right? So what we can do here is number of boys is 8x. Total are 11x. Girls are 3x. So what you will do here is, so 3x is equal to 405. We can find value of x. 405 upon 3. 13, 5. So value of x we have find out 135. Right? Therefore, number of boys is equal to 8x. 8x, what we have find out 8 multiplied by x, value of x. So 8 5 is 40, 8 3 is 24 plus 28, 8 1 is 8 plus 2. So number of boys is 1080. So this is the simplest way you can understand it. With that we have find out number of boys. That shortcut we have find out total number of students. Now we will move on to the next an alloy contains copper and zinc in the ratio 7:3. Right, if it contains 12.6 gram of copper, how much does this alloy weigh? Right, here we have to find out the total weight. Question 13. Solution. Weight of copper is equal to 12.6 gram. Now ratio of copper and zinc is equal to 7:3. Right? It contains 12.6 gram of copper. Now we can do it as sum of ratio terms, or we can do it that weight of copper equal to 7x, let weight of zinc equal to 3x. Ratio of copper, weight of copper has been given, so therefore 7x is given equal to 12.6. So x is equal to 12.6 upon 7. 7 1 ja 7, 5, 7 8 ja. So this is 1.8, right? So value of x is 1.8. Therefore, weight of zinc we have to find out. Weight of zinc is 3x equal to 3 multiplied 1.854 gram. Therefore, total weight of alloy, that is weight of copper plus weight of zinc. 6 plus 4, 10 plus 12 plus 5, 17 plus 18 gram. Right? So students, this was your question number 30. You can do in any way. Now question number 14. Reena weighed 63 kg. She reduced her weight in the ratio 9:8. Find her new weight. Right? So solution is earlier weight of Reena 63 kg. Reduced weight in ratio is equal to 9:8. So here students, you need not to go to the sum of ratio terms. So therefore new weight of Reena after reduction, right? She has reduced in the ratio 9:8. So what we will do here is 8. This is her reduced weight. This is earlier weight. So 8:9 upon 63. 9 1 ja 9, 7 ja 63, 8 7 ja 56. Her weight would be 56 kg. Right students, now we will move on to question number 16. Question number 15. Two numbers are in the ratio of 9:13. Their sum is 176. Find the numbers. Okay. Total sum and total are same. Sum of the numbers equal to 176. Ratio of the numbers is equal to 9:13. Find the numbers. Sum of ratio terms 9 plus 13 is equal to 22. Therefore, first number ratio is 9, ratio sum is 22, total is 176. 22 8 ja 176, first number would be 72. Therefore, second number ratio 13, 22 multiply 176. 8. 13 8 ja 104, their total would be 176. Alright, students. So you can find it if you have done your basics right. There are no difficulty in it. Question number 17 and 16 is just like 15. Here sum is given, their difference is given, right? You will minus that. 8 minus 5, 3. Find the numbers. This is your homework, right? Now question number 17. There he is saying if A/B is equal to 3:2 and B/C equal to 4:5, then we have to find out A/C. This is your question, right? So Here students, you will see if I write in this way, A ratio B 3 upon 2. You can write it as it is, as like this, and B ratio C can be written as 4 ratio 2. You will see this term is common in both the ratios. Here this is common, right? So we will do what? Now we have to find out A ratio C. That means A upon C. A ratio C will A upon C. Therefore, we will multiply A ratio B multiply B upon C equal to 3 ratio 2 multiply 4 upon 5. So this will cut 2 to the 4. This will become C upon 5. So A upon C has become 6 upon 5. Therefore, A ratio C will become 6 ratio 5. Right? No need to panic. Do it easy. Now, we will move on to question number 18. What is he saying in question number 18? If A ratio B equal to, this is just like it, this is your homework. Question 18, homework, just like question number 17. Right? Now, oh no. In question 18, decimal has been given, so I will solve it. So, A ratio B equal to 5 ratio 6. B ratio C equal to 2.8 ratio 3.5. We have to find out A ratio C. Right? So, therefore, A upon B is equal to 5 upon 6, comma, B upon C equal to 2.8 upon 3.5. A upon C we have to find out. So we will multiply A upon B multiplied B upon C, 5 upon 6 multiplied 2.8, B upon 5, B got here cancelled, therefore A upon C will become what? So this decimal will cancel with this, so this will become 5 upon 6 multiply 28 upon 3 upon 5, 5 7 ja, 5 7 ja 35, 7 1 ja 7 ja 7, 7 4 ja 2, 2 ja 2, 3 ja, this will become 2 upon 3, A upon C 2, therefore A ratio C will become 2 ratio 3. Right. Now we will move on to question number 19. Question number 19 is question 19. He is saying if P ratio Q equal to 1 1 by 3 ratio 1 1 by 2, Q ratio R equal to 1 by 2 1 by 3, then we have to find out P ratio R. Right? So here we will do it P upon Q. So this has become 3 with the 3, 4 by 3 upon 2 1 2, 3 by 2. Q ratio R, Q upon R, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. P upon R we have to find out. So what we will do here, equal to 4 by 3. When we solve this, this will got reciprocal 2 upon 3. Right? 2 upon 3. So this will become 4 to the 8, 3 to the 9, 8 upon 9, and this will become equal to 1 by 2 multiplied 3 by 1, 3 by 2. Therefore, P upon Q multiplied Q upon R. So P upon Q is 8 by 9 multiplied Q upon R. 2 4 ja 8, 3 1 ja 3. This Q got cancelled. P upon R is equal to 4 by 3. Therefore, P ratio R we will get 4 ratio. So this was your 19th question. Now we will move on to question number 20. Now students, we will start question number 20. 20, if A ratio B equal to 3 ratio 4 and B ratio C equal to 8 ratio 9, then we have to find out A ratio B ratio C we have to find out. See, this is the common term in both the ratio. This is the common term in both the ratio. So we will make it equal by doing what? So this is 8, this is bigger, so this is smaller. We will, if we multiply this whole ratio by 2 and this by 1, we will get 8 here, 8 here. So our new ratio will become multiplied with both terms. 3 2 ja 6, 4 2 ja 8, right? In the same way, 8 1 ja 8, 9 1 ja 9. So this has become our common term, right? So this is A, this is B, and this is C. Therefore, in place of we can write it as A ratio B ratio C. A is 6, B is common term, we can write it same, and C is 9. So that's our question has got solved. No need to panic. 6 ratio 8 ratio 9. Right, students? Now we will move on to question number 21. What is this 21? Question 21 is, he is saying if L ratio M is equal to 2 1 by 2 ratio 1 2 by 3, right? M ratio N equal to 1 1 by 4 ratio 3 1 by 2. Then we have to find out L ratio M ratio N, right, students? So for first of all, we will make it change it into simple fraction, vulgar fraction, that is vulgar fraction. 4 to the 4 plus 1, 5 upon 2 ratio 3 to the 3 plus 2, 5 upon 3. In the same way, 4 to the 4 1 plus 5, 5 4 3 to the 6 plus 1, 7 by 2. Now students, this is the common term, and here common term is different. We have to make same, right? For making it same, numerator is same here, we have to make denominator same. For that, we will divide this by 1 by 4 and this by 1 by 3 to whole ratio, right? So in doing so, we have to multiply it, the whole ratio. 5 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 4 ratio 5 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 4. In the same way, 5 by 4 multiplied ratio, 1 by 3 ratio 7 by 2 multiplied 1 by 3. So L, therefore L ratio M would become 5 1 ja 5, 4 2 ja 8, 5 upon 8 ratio 5 1 ja 5, 4 3 ja 12, 5 upon 12, right? And M ratio N will become 5 1 ja 5, 4 3 ja 12, ratio 7 1 ja 7, 3 2 ja 6. So this is common term. Now this has also become the common term. So therefore L ratio M ratio N would become, this is our L 5/8. This is common term. We can write it one time. This is our 7 by 6. So our answer here, what has asked? Time ratio, L ratio, M ratio, N. So now we will solve it further by taking LCM of the denominators 8, 12 and 6. So LCM would become 8, 12, 6, 2 4 ja 8, 2 6 ja 12, 2 3 ja 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 3 ja 3 2 1 1. 3 2 ja 6, 2 ja 12, 2 ja 24. So our LCM is 24. Therefore L ratio, M ratio, N will become 5 upon 18 multiplied by 24, 5 upon 12 multiplied by 24, 7 upon 6 multiplied by 24. 8 3 ja 24, 12 2 ja 24, 6 4 ja 24. So 5 3 ja 15, 5 2 ja 10, 7 4 ja 28. So this is our final answer. Alright, students. So now we will move on to the last question of this exercise. Question number 22. So question number 2, which ratio is greater? Right? Which ratio is greater? Which ratio is greater? So for that, 3:4 or 5:7, right? So we will write it 3/4 or 5/7, right? LCM of denominator 4 and 7 equal to 28. Therefore we will make equivalent fraction of it by 4 7 ja 28 and 7 7. We have made this 28 by multiplying 7, so we have to multiply it by numerator also. Therefore make it also equivalent fraction by 28. Here we have to multiply by 4, so numerator will be also 5 4 20. So this has come out to be 21/28, and this is 20/28. So which denominator are same, left them. So which numerator is greater? This is greater. This relates to 1, 3/4. Therefore 3, because 21/28 is greater than 20/20, therefore 3/4 is greater than 5/7. Right? Therefore 3:4 is greater than 5:7. Next part of question 22 is same. This was first part. So second part is same. So that is your homework. Right, students? So this was your exercise 7A. If you have understood it well, then please make more and more shares, likes of it, and get it subscribed by most of your companions, all of your companions, friends, students, so that they can also be helped in this lockdown in doing their homework. So this is all right now. It's goodbye. We will meet once again in the new video with next part of this, next exercise of this ratio and proportion. Till then, it's goodbye from here.